What if my income marginally exceeds 12 lakhs? What if I have capital gains by sale of equity? What if I have income from crypto? And what if I have two house properties? We are going to discuss answers to all these questions. So keep on watching the video till the end. Before we answer all these questions, let's understand that Budget 2025 is finally here, and with it comes a wave of new policies that could reshape India's economy. This budget will define how we earn, invest, and grow in the coming years. Because let's be honest, no policy can protect you if you don't have the right skills. This real shift is happening in the job market where AI and automation are quietly taking over. Just like government plans budgets to secure the nation's future, you need to plan for yours. And that's why I highly recommend this 3-hour hands-on AI training by Growth School, which is also the partner for today's video. This is usually a paid training, but for my subscribers, it's completely free for the first 1,000 participants. In this training, you will learn salary hike strategies, job hunting, data analysis, presentation skills, and much more. You'll be able to master 20 plus AI tools for data analysis, business growth, and personal branding. This training is for everyone, whether you're self-employed or a salaried professional from a tech or a non-tech background like sales, marketing, operations, or finance. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments. Don't wait. Register now and make sure to join the WhatsApp group for joining links and other updates. Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important video on FAQs regarding Budget 2025, specifically focusing on the taxation aspect. Now, I got a lot of comments and I tried to shortlist few questions, and that is the reason why I thought of doing this video, which will focus on 3-4 key points around income tax. The very first question that people were asking were, what if my income marginally exceeds 12 lakhs? So if you remember, I had done this in the previous video wherein I said that if someone's income is 12 lakhs, then how will the tax be calculated? So on first 4 lakhs, 0 to 4 lakhs, income tax will be 0. On the slab of 4 to 8, that will be 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs ka 5%. That will come to how much? 20,000. The next slab is of 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs, and for this 4 lakhs cut 10%, that will come to 40,000. And in this scenario, if a person is earning 12 lakh, the total tax liability would have been 60,000 rupees. Okay. Now let's consider a scenario that instead of 12 lakhs, some person is actually earning 12 lakh 10,000 rupees. Then what is the scenario? Now I'll say, Arey, he has gone up above 12 lakhs. Assume that this person is having a business or profession. Okay. So just marginally above 12 lakhs. What happens in that case is that this relief of 60,000 will be gone. Okay. So what will happen is that this 60,000 plus now balance 12 lakhs to 16 lakh ka category comes at what percent? That comes at a 15% tax slab. So additional income about 12 lakhs is how much? 10,000. So 10,000 ka 15% comes to how much? 1,500. So his total tax payable would have been 61,500. Now you understand. How much is additional income earned? Only 10,000 rupees. And for that 10,000 rupees, poor thing, that person will have to pay a tax of 61,500. Bahut na insafi hai. Will that happen? Answer is no. And that's where the concept of marginal relief comes into play. The act says that if your tax amount exceeds the additional income that you are earning, we will not ask you to pay a higher tax. We will provide you marginal relief. So in this case, the person will be required to pay only 10,000 rupees and not entire 61,500. In simple words, what is the government saying? Acha, you earned just 10,000 rupees above the limit. Okay, pay that entire amount. Okay. Now I'll give you 2-3 more examples of this. So let me take you to the actual screenshot of FAQs which our government has provided. So now what will happen? Let's say a person is earning 12 lakh 70,000. Okay, how much is the additional income that person is earning? Additional income is 70,000, but actual tax without marginal relief is 70,500. Basically, with the help of tax slabs, that amount will come to 70,500. What will the person be required to do? Pay entire 70,500 or pay 70,000? Pay 70,000 only. Okay. And last example, let's take of 12 lakh 75,000 now. What is the additional income that person is earning? Additional income is 12 lakh above. is 75,000 rupees. Instead of paying entire 75,000 rupees, now if he calculates with the help of tax slabs, that amount comes to 71,250, and in this case, he will have to pay the tax amount, which is 71,250. In short, all in all, what is the crux? Crux is that if you are marginally above the 12 lakhs ka limit, you need not pay the whole big amount of tax. You pay just the additional income, whatever you have earned. But there will be a point, a cut-off point, where the tax amount exceeds the income about 12 lakh. In that case, you will have to pay the tax amount and not the whole income above 12 lakhs. Let's move on with the second question, which is about what if a person gains what if there is a short term capital gain on sale of equity shares? So I hope everyone knows that there are two types of capital gains that we always discuss. One is a short term capital gain, which is taxed at 20%. I'm talking about listed equity shares. Okay. And if I'm talking about long term capital gain, that will be taxed at 12.5%. And for first 1,25,000 rupees, the tax is zero. For first 1,25,000 of long term capital gain on listed equity shares, tax is zero. Now, a lot of people were confused that when Nirmala madam said that first 12 lakh rupees, zero tax, what about capital gains on listed equity shares? Of course, she very clearly mentioned in her budget speech that this 12 lakhs ka basic exemption limit is given only when, so basic exemption limit with rebate. Okay, I'm not using those tougher words again and again. For a common man, it's up to 12 lakhs is zero. There is a concept of rebate. Let's not go into that right now. Okay. So, coming back to the discussion, she had very clearly mentioned that if we are talking about taxation as per special rates, 12 lakhs limit doesn't apply. Okay. What does she mean with that? Let's take a simple example. Let's say Chandu earned 4 lakh rupees from short term capital gain of sale of equities. Okay. Question is, how much tax will he have to pay? Is it tax flat at 20%? So 4 lakh ka 20%, 80,000 rupees. Will he have to pay 80,000 rupees? Answer is no. Why? That is the reason we have tax slabs. From 0 to 4 lakhs, 0. From 4 lakh to 8 lakhs, 5%. 8 lakh to 12 lakh, 10%, and so on and so forth. Correct? So if his short term capital gain fits into the 0 to 4 lakh category, his tax amount will actually be equal to 0 rupees. Simple till here. So his basic, so you can imagine there is a bucket. Bucket says this is the basic exemption limit. You can fill your capital gain here. Up to 4 lakh, it is going to be 0. No problem. Okay. Now let's consider one more scenario. Let's say, okay, I'm rubbing this. Now let's say Chandu also earns a taxable income of 1 lakh rupees from business profession. Let's say he does some side gigs. You have heard this term in the budget speech also. Side gig is something like freelancing. Okay. And that taxable amount, assume, comes to 1 lakh rupees. Question is then what? How much will be the tax which will be payable by Chandu? In that case, what will happen is that first 1 lakh rupees, so let's say first 1 lakh rupees goes into this bucket. Now, how much is the balance remaining? Balance remaining is only 3 lakh. So, out of this 4 lakh, now this 4 lakh will be split into 3 lakhs plus 1 lakhs. 1 lakhs has gone into this bucket. Okay, sorry, 3 lakhs has gone into this bucket because this bucket had a capacity of 4 lakhs. 1 lakh was this side gig income. Balance 3 lakh goes here. So this 1 lakh will be taxed at the rate of 20%, and that comes to how much? 20,000 rupees will be the tax liability for Chandu. Is this also clear? Now, just understand one thing. Is there any change here? Answer is no. There is no change. The same thing used to be there in the previous assessment year as well. There is absolutely no change. There was some unnecessary confusion, and that is the reason why I thought of clarifying this with the help of a case study. I hope this is all absolutely clear. And if you want to have certain section references, whatever I said is absolutely correct. But if you want to read by yourself, have a look at this. This is a screenshot of section 111A, and have a look at. So if you want, you can pause this, read through the whole thing, and then you will understand why am I saying this. And this is also a screenshot for long-term capital gains, 112 wala. So you can definitely have a look at this as well. Pause, take a screenshot, whatever, read this, and then you'll understand whatever calculation I gave with the help of an example is absolutely correct. Let's move on with the next one, which is about taxation on VDAs. VDAs is nothing but virtual digital assets. That is nothing but taxation on cryptos. And for that, have a look at this. Well, today I've gone into absolute teaching zone. Okay, so let's say a person got a gain of, let us say, 10 lakh rupees by sale of some crypto token, and there was a loss of 2 lakh rupees. So net this person gains a profit or gets a profit of 8 lakh rupees by sale of cryptos. Question is, number one, will that person get, I mean, will that person be eligible for zero tax because anyways it is within 12 lakhs limit? Answer is no. Okay, this is again under a separate section where tax is at the rate of flat 30% plus education cess. Okay, 4% EC, SHEC, whatever. So 4% extra cess. But 30% of what is the question? 30% of 8 lakhs or 30% of 10 lakhs? You'll be, 30% of 8 lakhs because loss hai na. Now, this section very clearly mentions that if it is about taxation on virtual digital assets, losses cannot be set off against gains. And that is why whatever is the gain amount, you'll have to pay profit. You'll have to pay tax on that too at the rate of flat 30%. Okay. So in this case, poor thing will have to pay a tax at 30% of 10 lakh rupees. So 3 lakhs plus education says 4%. Okay. Is there any specific section for that? Answer is obviously yes. If you want, you can have a look at this. This section is section number 115BBH. If you want, you can pause the screen. You can read the whole section, and that is where you will understand it is flat 30% plus cess. Of course, if applicable surcharge, that will also be applicable. But all in all, big question is that was there a change in the current budget? Answer is no. Some people are again getting confused with that 12 lakhs wala thing. There is no change. Earlier also, whatever was the way in which cryptos were taxed and whatever is the way the cryptos will be taxed right now will absolutely remain the same. I hope this point is also absolutely clear. Now let's move on with the last point, which is about, is there any change in income from house properties, the taxation on income from house properties? And answer is yes. Okay, again I'll show my amazing drawing skills now. My drawing is very nice. House number 1. Okay, and this is my house number 2. Beautiful houses, right? Both are located in Pune. Okay, now ideally I'm going to stay only in one house. So as per the original act, I can say this house property, let us say, is self occupied. Okay, yes, so self occupied house property. And for the second house property, I was still required to take some value for this. In short, I was required to pay some tax on this. Okay, see, there is something known as GAV, gross annual value. Then there is a concept of some deductions. Then we arrive at a net annual value, again some deductions. Finally, we talk about the taxable value for that house property. If I were to understand about how much is the GAV, there is a calculation for that. Municipal valuation or fair rent, whichever is higher, subject to standard rent. Are baba, we are not here for income tax class right now. Okay, your CA will help you out with this, right? But the best thing is that Nirmala madam in this budget said that you can declare two house properties, you can declare up to two house properties as self occupied. So assume I have two houses, which I don't have, I have only one house, but assume I have two houses in Pune, both I can claim as self occupied, and for that I need not pay any tax. Okay, I'm assuming none of them is actually given on rent. Okay, both so the ispe tala pada hai. It's a locked house, and sometimes I go there, let us say. Okay, in this case I will not have to pay any tax here. Now the best part is that this has become applicable from the current financial year, that is 24-25, or we call that as assessment year 25-26. So this has actually become applicable from immediate effect. So this is a very good amendment that was that was proposed in this budget. So definitely a welcome move for those people who have two house properties. They will be like, ma'am, what if we have three house properties? Ladat nahi hai, sir. Still only two will be eligible to be two will be eligible for SO, for self occupied. For the third one, you will have to pay tax. Okay, so I hope this point is also absolutely clear. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let me know in the comment section which stock do you want me to cover in the next video. I'll try my level best to cover that in the upcoming few videos. I hope you found some value in this one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.